Much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate. We've had Frimpong Manso many times. What don't we know about you?
To be frank, I don't know what you don't know about me. So maybe if you can tell me exactly what you want to know, maybe I'll be in a better position.
I know you're a coach. I know you're a footballer. But I don't know anything about you. What are they? Like where you were born, like how you were brought up, like the number of siblings you have, how many wives do you have, or girlfriends you have?
Yeah, okay. I was born in Kumasi.
Okay.
Born and bred in Kumasi. And my father is late, but my mother, Madam Akosia, she is still alive. Still stay in our family house in Asafo, BH 134. And I have 4 siblings. The first is a girl, but she is late. So we are left with 3. 2 boys and 1. She's a big girl now. And I started schooling at Array LA Primary in the same community I was born. And from there I went to Kumasi Secondary Technical College. Then moved up to Kumasi Polytechnic, where I did electrical engineering.
Oh, I'm still with an electrician.
Yeah. So by all this while I was playing with the Coast team, Kim Faisal Babies.
Okay.
Owned by Alaji Guza. And then from there, I played for Industrial United, then Division 3 side in Kumasi. So from there, New Plan Stars saw me, and then they also came for me. So I went to New Plan Stars. And then from New Plan Stars, I went to Cornerstones, and then came to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So basically, although from Kotoko, I moved to Kuwait for almost 5 seasons. Played for Al Shabaab Football Club. Yeah. So not much, but I did all my destiny in Kumasi. Yeah. So it was only Cornerstone was in Kumasi, Industrial, New Plan, they were all in Kumasi. Yeah. And then finally Kumasi Asante was also in Kumasi. So I didn't travel to Accra or any the other regions to play for any other club. My playing days were all in Kumasi.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
What happened to the electrical engineering thing that you did?
To be frank with you, I didn't. When I was playing for Cornerstones, that was in 1980 to I think 1984. Yeah. So I completed my electrical engineering part 3. By then I was to go to Akuse for a training. Then I was also playing for the national team. I'd just been invited for the national team, so I didn't know which one to
focus on.
Yeah, it was a big decision that I had to take then. Because if I had gone to this
Akuse.
Akuse, the training was for 6 months. So I couldn't get time to play the football. So it was a decision I took myself. Just did 1 or 2 consultations and then decided to
put electrical engineering at the back burner.
Yeah, that should wait any time because I had already finished it. It was left with the commencement of the practice. Yeah. They need to train you further. Yeah. Then VRA, they need to train you at Akuse for 6 months before you can be posted to where they want you to stay. So I said that one should hold, and then I continue with the football journey, which then I was much more interested in.
But why electrical engineering in the first place when you were in school?
No, it was something, to be frank, in all my decisions, I took it myself.
So you liked electrical engineering?
Yeah. That was when I started my schooling. My father was an electrical engineer, of course, but he was in London then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so I decided to follow his footsteps. But unfortunately, I couldn't work with it.
Are your children following your footsteps? The electrical engineering aspect?
No. Rather, it's the footballing aspect that the senior, my firstborn.
Yeah.
He also played for Kotoko. Edwin for Frimpong Manso.
Yeah. But not even too long ago.
Yeah. But now he's been in Ethiopia, St. George's. He is captain in St. George's for the past 4 or 5 years.
Okay. Because I remember he was in Kotoko 2016 or so.
Yeah.
If my memory serves me right, he was part of that team for 2016-2017 season. I recall.
Exactly.
I recall that so well.
Yeah.
Wow.
The second one also has finished KNUST. And then the third one is also in her final year at KNUST. And then the last boy is Satopokuare.
So you have 4?
Yeah,
4.
4.
4 pair.
How many have you?
I'm not up to your age yet. Maybe when I get there, I'll do 12, like Reverend Zekovi.
That was then.
Not now.
Not now.
Why? So why not now?
No. Look at the economic conditions in the country. It's not conducive to have so many children. It will not be good for anybody. I wouldn't advise anybody to go that length.
It means that you have one wife?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
I have one.
Because the economists said you didn't want to marry two.
No. To marry, no, that one, it wasn't in my...
it has never been part of your books?
At all.
Oh, that's... Now, let's come back to the footballing journey. How will you describe those days when you got to Kumasi as Asante Kotoko? How was it like? And who took you to Kotoko? Because we hear so much of your stories at Kotoko, more than at New Plan, more than at Industrial, even more than at King Faisal, with a large cruiser, and then the Industrial team that you spoke about.
Yeah. King Faisal was a coast club, and Industrial United was then Division 3. And I played for, I think, 6-7 months.
Oh, okay.
And then I went to New Plan Stars. It was New Plan Stars where I met Tony Aboa, Michael Osei, Thomas Boache, a lot of them. So we became friends from there. And then after 3 seasons, cornerstones came for all of us. And something happened. That was the reason why we all left New Plan Stars. Then it was... those days we had the first division and then the second division. And the second division was national.
Yeah.
You see. So we qualified to the first division, but there was a team in Upper West who took the case to court. So we had to wait for them to finish this court. So it took almost 1 year.
Yes, so court issues in Ghana football has been there for...
but then we had played our first game. Then they went and then put injunction on the league. So we had to wait for them to finish the case, determine the case before New Plan Stars were allowed to continue with the league.
Do you remember the date this decision was taken?
New Plans. It was around the early 80s, I think. So.
Yeah. Because I've read it before.
Oh, okay.
April 1. April 1984.
Okay.
That was quite an interesting one because I read it. I've read it before. And when you were talking about it, it just brought back memories of what I read about Ghana football many years ago. That's quite an interesting. So they took all of you.
Yeah. We left for Cornerstones. Then the chairman of Cornerstone was Alaji Sheikh. Yeah. So myself, Tony Eboa, Thomas Boache, Kojo Smiler, about some Gariba, about 6 of us, we all left for Cornerstones. Yeah. So from Corners we spent I think 4 years. Yeah, 4 years, and then let me continue from this. I was the captain from New Plan Stars.
Okay.
Cornerstones, I became the captain. Kotoko, I became the captain. And then when I went outside, I was also the captain.
Your life has been full of leadership.
Yes. At some point in national team, I was also captaining the team. You see. So I have that, I don't know how to say it, whether it's
divine or but what makes you special though?
I don't know. Maybe they see something unique in me, which maybe I cannot.
Yeah, because I remember in my intro I spoke about how people command the back line, and just as you've mentioned, you've always commanded. You've always been someone who is giving leadership roles in teams.
Yeah, and you need to become somebody who can also try to balance the equation, be on the side of the players, and at the same time the management.
Yeah.
Those days they didn't like people who they term as troublesome. You know, even if you're a good player and then they think they cannot control you or something like that, they
can frustrate you.
So maybe I was not like that too. So they found me very comfortable to work with. Okay. That is why maybe
you're calm demeanor. You were calm, but you were never calm on the pitch.
Yeah, no, that one. When you get onto the pitch, you know, you become a different
animal, a different beast.
Yeah.
You take over the space and you dominate the space.
Whatever is happening outside, no, there I was not calm at all.
So you moved from Cornerstone to Kotoko, right?
Yeah, from Cornerstone.
How did that happen?
They saw me, and those days I was playing for Cornerstones. I was based in Kumasi. I was living with Kotoko fans. So right from the first year, second, when I was invited to the national team, that was when they started, Kotoko fans in Kumasi started to shower these gifts on you. There was this man who was paying me every month. He was a Kotoko fan. He was giving me money every month, because he was hoping, and he hoped at the end of the season maybe I'll
come and play for
Kotoko. It was a way of enticing us to Kotoko.
And which year was this? Do you recall?
86, 87. Yeah, I moved to Corners. We won the Wafu in 87. So the next season, that was when I came to Kotoko.
And which year were you called up to the national team?
My second year in Cornerstone. It was in 86. Yeah.
Around 86, thereabout. Yeah, that's when you were called into the national team.
Yeah.
So tell me briefly, life in the national team, how was it like?
Then, if you are a young player, I was young then. When you are invited to the national, you understand that you have to wait, because there are much more experienced guys there. So you have to sit on the bench, study them. So by the time you get your chance onto the pitch, you understand, you know how to cope, how to play, how to talk, everything. So it's not like now they can invite you today and then you start playing.
But it's not a good thing?
No. It may be, but there are some players, because they are rushed into it, they find it very difficult somewhere along the line. There are some games which are too much difficult for them, so you go falter and then you will not get the chance again. But then you sit. I sat on the bench for about a year or two before I got my chance. That was in 88 or something. There was this tournament, this now WAFU, then Supreme Council for Sports. Yeah, it was in Morovia. Yeah, that was my first tournament, you see. And then I met, Pokunti was there. I think...
you met great players in the team?
Yes. So then Thomas Hammond Gambo, who was playing in central defense. He was playing with Rafidi. He was also in Kotoko. So I was on, and I was not worried. You know, they were playing. It was in the third game against Togo, where he got injured. Thomas Hammond got injured. So I was the next to play. Even the coaches were afraid. They didn't know how fair. You see, so then they came to my room one night, and then they told me that it was rather the physio, the late Psychochi. He came, and then he told me, "You are going to play the game tomorrow, so you should do that's your thing." He didn't say anything, just your thing. I said, "Okay." So I played the game, played very well. And then we went to the semi-finals. Gambo came back, played the semi-finals. I went back to my bench. Then he got injured in the semi-final. So in the final, I had to play. Played very, very well. So that was how come I got
your chance.
Yeah, chance.
So you got your chance through the injury of someone.
Yeah.
but sometimes, I'll come to your coaching career. But sometimes, why would a coach be willing to call up a player, but afraid to use the player because he's not sure what the player can deliver? If you're not sure what the player can deliver, why would you call up that player?
It's two different things. You've seen the guy, the boy is okay, but at that level, that is also a different level.
Does he have the temperament for that?
The temperament, you see. It's something that we acquire. Whilst with the team, gradually you get the confidence because you'll be training with them, and they are the same guys who are playing. And if you are fortunate to get guys who just will calm you down, give you the confidence, no, take your time, do this, he's coming, cover, a whole lot of things goes on the pitch. So you wouldn't know whether at this time the guy he has acquired all those things. So sometimes you'll be a little bit
jittery.
Yes,
I can understand.
Not afraid, but a bit jittery until maybe after some touches or something that you get.
Your nerves will finally settle and all that. So then talk to me about Kotoko. I'll come back to the national, but talk to me about Kotoko. How was your days at Kotoko like?
Kotoko, those days Kotoko wanted matured players. So I had then been with Safu Jamfi, Pokunti, and then we were all at Winneba. So they knew me, and then we played against them in so many games. So the fans, even the Kotoko fans, knew me. Most of them wish I would come to Kotoko one day. Yeah. So it got to a point when we were even in the national team. Kotoko supporters will bring food to the Kotoko players, and then we will be invited to join them. And we were all in Kumasi, so we were also friends. So it got to a point, Safu Jamfi told me, "No, next year I will take you to Kotoko." So he pushed, to be frank, he pushed the management that no, they should come for us. And then that was how it happened. That was a foreign era. So immediately we won the Wafu Cup for Cornerstones. Then we decided to go to Kotoko. So it was Kotoko who came for me, because they saw what I was doing and what I could do. So, and after 2-3 seasons, I became the captain of Kotoko. When Kwesi Appiah left.
When Kwesi Appiah left, you became the leader of the team.
Yeah.
Wow. Talk to me about being the leader of the team. I hear you do so much juju during matches.
No, it's not like that. Even when a lot of things people say which are not true. You know, there are some guys who enjoy doing that thing. They always want to see a handkerchief or to see some concussions before they can play. But I wasn't like that. Of course, sometimes you just accept like any other body so that the group, nobody will feel bad.
Oh, so, but really, members of the team, there's those who want to do that.
Of course. Others didn't want to. They will not force you. But sometimes when the match is a bit different, the supporters will come and say everybody should rub it on their body and then that's it. So
have you rubbed some?
Yes.
Yeah. But did they work for you?
I don't know. I don't have that belief in those things.
Oh, okay.
Just, you know, because they will tell you this thing today, tomorrow it might not work, and then they will come and oh, you did, somebody did, that's why I did.
No, I'm the religious type.
Yeah, I was then. Yeah.
You were religious, but what has changed?
Oh, not. It hasn't changed yet, but except that I am still, but not like
you used to be.
I used to be.
There definitely should be a reason why you are not as you used to be.
No, because most of the time we were in camp. We will not get time to go to churches and those things. It's not anything that I have experienced that has been changing my life. No, I'm still religious. But
how would you describe your footballing career?
I would say I was fortunate because it wasn't my intention to be a footballer. I had a friend. We were attending the same school, but then he was much involved in the football. He's late now, James Owusu. So he took me to King Faisal Ladies. And then I got interested. And when I get to Polytechnic, it was difficult, you know, where the team was and where I was staying. The training was a bit difficult. But it was Neoplan Stars where they saw me. So they were paying for my fees, they were giving me money. It was there that I got paid. I was being paid because all the others, they didn't even have money. Even if you want to buy a boot, you have to go to your parents or something to get money. But with no plans, then the company was being run by the white guys. So they brought in the jerseys from Germany, the boots, everything. So it was everybody's dream at that time to play for Neoplan Stars. You see. So during our time, we were fortunate. They did a lot for us. So it was when they left that the team was not functioning. It was.
Did your parents support your football career? Considering the fact that your father, an electrician, you followed your father's footsteps, then you went into football. Did he support that?
No, I was staying with my mother. My father had then left.
Did your mother support the journey?
She even didn't understand it.
She didn't know what you were doing.
No. She thought we were. It's like our just boys who come go and then play. That was what she was. So it was later on that she understood that this thing is good because at No Planters during our annual lesson they would give us money. I would come home and then give the money to him.
To her?
Yeah. So she did my first passport for me. With that same money that I gave to her, you know, she said, "Oh, then I should get a passport." So she gave it to one of our uncles, and then he did the passport for me. see. So initially, she didn't know about anything football. She thought it's just some boys or those guys. It's 4 o'clock. You just go onto any pitch, try to play football, and that's it.
Oh, that's quite an interesting one for your man not to understand, but along the line she understood and gave you the necessary support for you to succeed. That's quite a good one. But were there moments you spent your footballing career out of the country?
Yes.
You mentioned Kuwait.
Yeah, that was after Tunisia '94.
Okay.
Yeah, because I had played in '92 and then also '94.
Yeah.
Yeah, so somebody took a video to Kuwait. It wasn't meant for me. So when they watched the video, that game was our Kotoko, our final game with Zamalek.
Okay.
Yeah, in Cairo. And I was the captain then. So I was like I didn't know how they even got the video. So the agent called me that, am I interested to go to Kuwait? I said yes. He said, yeah, he has taken some video to Kuwait, which was meant for somebody. But when they watched the video, they said they want me. By then, Kotoko, we had gone to, I think Sierra Leone or something, Guinea, to play an African Cup game. So when I got down at the airport, he was there, the agent was there. And then he said, no, you cannot go to Kumasi. Let's stay here for maybe 2-3 days. Your visa will come and then you can go. So I called my family and then told them about the situation. So I cannot come. I will be in Accra. So I stayed in Accra for I think 3-4 days. The visa came and then I left for Kuwait.
Was it worth it playing in Kuwait?
Yes.
You made good money?
Of course, you know. Then at those days, how much was I paid even as a captain?
You made good money in Kuwait more than you did in Kotoko?
Oh, why? About 2,000 times what?
Really?
Of course. Those days I was earning about $3,000 a month. That was in
94, 95?
95, 96. I left in 95, so 96 to 2001. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, so tell me, if you hadn't gotten the Kuwait deal, right, did you ever foresee yourself being successful with a game of football? Because there are many people who always say that playing the Ghana Premier League is not worth it. In as much as it gives you the stepping stone for you to be discovered by other clubs, for you to make money, if you don't get opportunities to go outside and play football, then playing the Ghana Premier League is never worth it. So consider what you are saying. 2,000% more than doing this in Ghana probably suggests that.
No. Even those days, it was even difficult for a defender to go outside. All those offers that were coming were for the attackers. You see, for goalkeepers and then defenders, it's maybe 1 in 1,000. You see, it wasn't common then. Yeah, so when I got there, I decided no. It was a trials, like I said. It was a trials that I was going to do there. So I went there, and I was in good shape then because I was playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were to assess me with a particular game. There wasn't much time for them to assess me.
Yeah.
So they gave me 2 games. The first game did not come on because something happened, and then the final game that they were supposed to take a decision. But then I signed a contract that the contract will take effect after
the games. Okay.
Yeah, so they will see whether you can play well or they want. Yeah, you see.
So they'll have the option of cancelling it without incurring in it. Okay.
So and luckily for me, over there, if the police doesn't come to the game, you can never play a match.
Why?
Because they know there are guys there. Security, they don't joke with it. So there was no security for that game. So the next day, whether they like it or not, their contract has taken effect.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because I've signed and the date has expired. So whether I play well or not, now they cannot cancel the contract again.
Oh, lucky you.
Yes, mine was a divine something, you know.
and it really helped you.
Yes, and they really also they enjoyed me, you know. So after 2-3, they sacked all their older players, brought in
younger players.
They're under 19. That was where they gave me the captains.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they were young, so they wanted somebody who can control them on the pitch. So from there, I took over the armband, and then
life in Kuwait might have been good.
Very, very good. There, you don't have to worry yourself. Anything I want, I will just pick a phone, and the internal calls were free. I will just pick a call, and then they will brought it to my doorstep. Even if I want a fish, tomatoes, whatever, the addresses are, the telephone numbers are all over this thing. So I'll pick, call, and then they will bring it.
Oh, that's a beautiful one. You spoke about the national team, 92, 94. Let's come back to the 92 AFCON. The AFCON that we lost. In fact, many had actually thought after 10 years of last winning the AFCON, we were supposed to win because we last won it in 82. 92 was 10 years exactly. Unfortunately, it never worked out. What happened in that 92 AFCON?
In 92, we had a very wonderful group, you know. We had a very matured, but then we had players who were doing well in Europe. Abedi Pele was in Marseille then. They knew him all over the world. Tony Yeboah was also doing very well in Nigeria.
Yes, yes.
You see, we had Ali Ibrahim. They were all doing well in also Holland. You see, so and the backline, our backline were all local guys. Myself, Emmanuel Ampia, Senegal,
yeah.
And then we were all local based. You see, and then we'll have some 5 or 6 foreign players. They will come. And we could camp at Winneba for sometimes 1 month before the qualifier, you see. But then we also have Bukaziz. He brought in discipline. You know, there were a lot of things that weren't right at that time. But he came, changed everything, and then that was where we started winning.
What was not right? What was not right at that time?
No, you know, discipline-wise, it wasn't the best. And also, he was also fighting for players' welfare. He will fight with the authorities, the ministry, everybody to get what he wants. You know, sometimes we will be playing like we are playing, let's say, Ivory Coast. We will be staying at Winneba. They will come here. They put him in a 5-star hotel. You see, but the home team rather are not treated well. Winneba, the conditions in Winneba at that time, everybody knew it wasn't the best. The pitch was not good. Our food, we had problems with the food. You see, but our opponent will be lodging at a 5-star where he will be fed. What? It doesn't make sense. So he came, changed all those narratives, and now they give us good treatment before a game. You know, there was a time we went to Obuasi camping, and then somebody gave us some money. It was a good money. And then the ministry then took the money to Accra.